Hi everyone, I am Marco, your tarot reader, and today we're going to do a personal reading for one of my clients. She will be representing as the horoscope sign Aquarius, and the person in question will be representing a Virgo sign, and the other person is a Gemini. Okay, so before the recording, connected to the universe and the spirit guides with the personal information. So for the privacy of my client, I do not use their personal information on the recordings. And in advance, I apologize if there's any silence, because that's the time that I'm connecting with the universe. I also would like to apologize if there's anything that I say that it discomfort you at any time. I apologize in advance, but it is what I must and need to pass on to you. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see what the universe has in store for you. What kind of what must I need to know from my client? Show me what must I need to know, Arcanas. Okay, we are ready. Let's see. And this first spread, I'm going to see all your questions, but at the same time, I'm going to see you, and specifically, I will also view the two people in questions. And let's see, let's get started. Well, we open up the cards with the family foundation, with the marriage, and the person in question, your spouse. As of right now, I still don't see any separation. And I think that it will continue, but we'll see what the spread has to say, what's around that, in if there's any changes in reference to who and why. Okay? So in other words, he intends to be steady there. Okay. You know, I understand what you're going through. I have a lot of clients of mine that actually go through the same thing that you're going. So it's understanding. But at the end of the day, you have to realize that the options you make or should be for your own benefit, for your own happiness. So, okay. We don't have the other female horoscope sign, but I can still pick it up anyways. So this is you. Let's see, this is your spouse. And I can also see the other person that you were asking, and this is the person that you were asking about. Okay. So in reference to you, I have to say that yes, you are very confused, you're very upset, and you feel betrayed. You're wondering whether or not if this relationship that you have, this marriage that you have, I will tell you right now, as of right now, within, as of this second, for the next 3-4 months, your marriage is still there intact. More of an emotional imbalance I see coming from your part and also his. But I also see that you're still steady within that marriage, okay? I see you trying to find out the truth in reference to the family situation. So within the marriage card, I see you, but I also see two other individuals. So you asked the question in reference to if this is the one-time situation or if it has happened in the past. So I'm looking at the past here, and I would have to say, and I apologize in advance already because I'm just here. I am the messenger, and I will just strictly say what it is that has happened, the past, present, and future, okay? So in the past, I see two other individuals. So I would have to say yes. We will see his reading, but what your question is, has he done this before? Yes. Prior to this person, there's been two other people in his past, okay? Someone that he still communicates, someone that he still talks to. And also the other one that he has more of a relationship with friends with benefit kind of situations, like they talk and then they get together whenever, you know. Yeah, and to his surprise, I see him here, okay? To his surprise, he's actually seeing someone that is in a marriage, okay? There's someone that is already coupled up with someone that he's seeing, and he is intending to see that person again. Let's see here. Apologize. I see him here talking to someone in reference to the situation that he has just done. Okay, I will tell you this, that this is your spread. So I'm looking at him here talking to someone in reference to his financial situation, in reference to his home situation, okay? I see him very negative about this, which it tells me that he doesn't know whether or not he also wants to work out the marriage. I'm telling you that, you know, sometimes when the other party gets caught, they intend to leave out the truth. You know, they might give you a 0.1 of the truth, meaning they intend to lie. Okay, sometimes they intend to say, which happens quite a bit, they intend to say it was only a one-time situation, it was a nightstand, or it never happened. And they will never tell you the truth of how long they've been seeing certain people, or give you the amount of how many people they've been seeing. I could assure you that hardly ever they're going to be honest, and they will always lie about the situation. Okay, you need to understand that they could lie because they got caught and they weren't prepared, and even if they're prepared, they're not prepared to tell the truth. And also they will also lie because really they hurt your feelings and they don't want to expend the pain any longer, you know, or more. And also because of the benefits that they have and they're afraid to lose. Okay, so remember, keep that in mind. There's a lot of factors why they will lie, you know, and believe me that it is for their own benefit when they lie, not for your benefit. Okay, so you need to also understand that. Okay, so I see him here trying to go back into a relationship that he was in not too long ago, okay? I see him talking to someone in reference to his marriage. So either he's going to also, in a few, you know, have a conversation with you about the marriage. I feel that he's also not happy within the marriage, okay? I feel that he's going to try to talk to you in reference to try to work the situation at least one more time. This is what I'm getting, okay? And I feel that you yourself don't know what to do in reference to the marriage. You're having a sleepless nights. You're thinking, you know, the struggle that you're going through with him. And I see you, you know, waking up in the middle of the night, you know, with tears, wondering why I'm in this and how can I fix it, and is it my fault or is it his fault? I see that happening to you, okay? And he, you know, is he regretful of what he's doing? Well, I'll see his reading, but I'm gonna have to say no, he's not, sweetie. Okay, he is not regretful or ashamed of the things that he has been doing, because I feel that he picks any excuse to do what he's doing, and I feel that it's almost like he had the right to do it. That's what I'm sensing from his energy. And you're feeling like, you know, like maybe it was partly your fault, so you gave him the leadway. In other words, whether you did or not, he seems to see that, and probably you feel like that because of the situations that you explained earlier. That could be it, because you're worried about the family situation. You're worried about whether or not, you know, it's true what you're saying or he's saying. Okay, so now let me follow up on your questions. I think I answered most of them. Okay, let's see. We're going to see the child situation. I can see it here, but I have a more direct spread that I've made just for that, okay? Your situation intrigued me, and I want to follow up, and I want to make sure that I capture everything in reference to that situation. Believe me, I understand. As of now, within the next, as of this second, within the next 3-4 months, You know, in reference to the love card, I feel that your marriage has come more into a friendship situation than a marriage of stability, okay? I feel that he sees it, and sometimes you see it like you're there because you invested all these years, and because yes, you do care, and you still have hopes for family. I see that. Okay, and you're still hoping that this could be worked out. I also see that. Okay, but it's telling me, you know, don't deceive yourself. Okay, I feel that in the long run you're going to take actions that are going to hurt you, because I feel that in the long run, if it's not right now, within the next 3-4 months, you are going to find out that he is seeing someone else. If not the person in question, that the parent of that child, it will be somebody else. Okay, I feel that he is going to travel to go see that person. If he has not, he will do so within now in the next 3-4 months. He is going to go and see that child. Okay, I do see him traveling because he is going to go. He wants the truth himself also, in order to see whether or not that child is his. And I will tell you this, that if that child is his, he will be happy. Okay, if that child is his, he's going to be happy. There's no question about it. I feel, and I will see his throat, but as I feel that relationship that he assumed, that he told you about, that it was nothing, I feel that is not so the truth. I feel that he had a distance of relationship, meaning that it was more than, it's just plain and simple, it was more than what he's telling you. I think he kept this relationship for quite some time. I wouldn't say serial, you know, but he has been seeing more than one person, absolutely, you know. I feel that, you know, even if we're meeting our wifely duties at home, they still go out there and do what they do. You know, whether we give them the wifely duty or not, at home, a cheater is always a cheater, sweetie. So no matter what, they will still find a way to cheat. And then they will always find an excuse to blame the other person. Okay? And I think that this is what's happening right now. I also think that because of the circumstances that you were going under, I also think that you overstress yourself and stress the situation. It can happen. It has happened. I have clients of mine that have literally broken up their marriage and union because of that. But what it is, you know, you have to take things on a daily basis, and then you also have to realize that it should happen when the time is right. And things don't happen because it's just not meant for you. Maybe that person is not the right person for you, or you're just not the right person for them. It could also mean that at this time, you have other paths to go to or go through, you know. So let's see here. I see good news coming within the family situation. I'm going to have to tell you that the person that you asked me earlier that it's interested in you, yes, he does like you. Yes, he wants to get to know you. But I will tell you this, that if you've never gone out of your way to see other people within your marriage, don't start now. I think because you don't want to build that karma, you know, for yourself. So I suggest deal with the situation that you have at hand, fix it or leave it, and then start off something. If this person wants something with you, I think that you need to also have a conversation with them and let them know where you stand and let them know what you're looking for, and don't settle for less, okay? I think that you need, if you do like this other person, I think that you need to conversate and let the person know, you know, this is what my goals are and this is what I want. If he says that he's not happy in his situation, then, and if he really feels for you more than enough, then he should be able to move forward and do the situation. You know, I think that it will be coward if he starts seeing you while he's also in a situation. Okay, I think that you deserve better. I think that you deserve more, and you deserve to be happy. But I feel that in this situation, he needs to let go of whatever attachment he has if he wants to take you seriously. Okay, that's my advice to you. Yes, he likes you, but he's truly in love with the person he's with. I see him very in love with the person he's with. So he's lying about not being happy at home. Okay, I see this. I see him very happy with that person. And so I think that he's just looking, maybe he knows something of your situation and he's taking advantage of that. Whether he likes you or not, I feel that he does. But sometimes this is the leeway for them, you know, to enter. So I'm just gonna have to say it out there. You know, when you're out there looking for a third party, you're never gonna be honest with your spouse or the person that you're fixing to start seeing. Okay, so understand that. I don't want you to get hurt with another person, you know, that may or may not stay in your life, and you're still hurting in reference to your own situation. Okay, so take it one day at a time on both situations. Now, let me see. What is the other question that we have here? Do you have a future? Well, as of right now, for the next 3-4 months, I still see the marriage there together. I do see both of you having a conversation in reference to how to take this marriage further down. I also feel that he's going to try to mend things only because it's necessary. It's not because he really wants to be in the marriage. I feel that he feels just the same as you do. I feel that you know it's coming, but you don't want to let go of the situation, because I feel that in some certain levels, this is more convenient to him to stay in the marriage than to let go. I feel because he's been cheating before in the past, and it was very easy for him to continue doing it, and he feels that he can do whatever he wants within the marriage. That's what I'm sensing from him. I feel that he can take advantage of you on the emotional level. And you need to get yourself together. I think you need to prepare yourself for any situation, and I think you need to also balance your own emotional energy, and you need to decide for yourself, not for your spouse. In this case, if you're happy, everything is happy, and if you're not happy, nothing will be happy. And he's sensing that. He's sensing the weakness of you, and he's taking advantage of this. He's actually been taking advantage of this for quite some time. So it's not convenient for him to divorce you, but I feel that if this child is his eventually, yeah, he's going to look toward that situation. I'm fixing to see his spread, but I also feel that he has had continuous communication with the other party, and he has had continued communication sexually and otherwise with the other person and someone else as well. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing here. And when he's at home, he feels like he has to work at it, you know. So that tells me that, I don't know, you know, if he's more the bread kind of winner at home, but I feel that it's more of convenience in the marriage. Okay, so I don't find him truly 100% happy when he's at home, because his mind is elsewhere. That's what I'm sensing here. And you are just more depressed about the cheating, about what to do in reference to your marriage. Yes, you would love to go back and work on the marriage. I think that if you feel that you need to work the marriage out, I think you need to sit down and talk to him and be at peace when you do, you know, have a sensitive conversation, and also decide within that, you know, should you give him a chance. But you also have to see that if he's been doing this, he's going to continue doing this. Okay, why? Because he's going to say, well, you know, I did this because of that, because of the situation that was going on before. And so he's going to find excuses, is what I'm getting. Okay, let's see this will be for him in all his aspects, what's around him, what is he thinking, what is he doing. And I can see you. Okay, Arcana, show me what must I need to know for show me what must I need to know. Show me what must I need to know. Okay. I feel that he's in the same situation. I feel that he's also he's thinking to himself whether or not take a break in the marriage. And I feel that he's reconsidering that option. Okay. I also think that he's not happy within the marriage. And I also think that he wants to take another, you know, like start all over, maybe either within the marriage or just separate temporarily. Okay, but we'll see right now what else. I feel that he's gonna have to travel to see that child and to take that paternity test and so forth. And I'm sensing that it's the yes answer. It could be either because he's hoping and wishing to, or because it's the actual answer. So his emotions are just a little bit out there. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to tell you everything that I see, okay? Yes. Okay. So again, I earlier, as of now, within the next 3-4 months, I do see the marriage still intact, okay? But meaning still within the home, but not completely happy, either from your end and his end. I think it's a mutual situation. I will tell you this, that he is thinking of going back to see that lady and someone else here. He's not happy within the marriage. I'm going to be straight out and tell you that, okay? He's trying to work it out, but I think that the feeling of the whole marriage situation has just kind of worn out its course. I feel that between both of you, it's just slowly, but eventually just withdrawn itself emotionally, okay? He does still care for you, but that love situation bond, it's not there. This is what I'm sensing from him, because this is his spread, okay? I will tell you that this is him and this is you, okay? Now, he is going to go and see that other person. He's going to go see the child and the mother of that child. I feel that the answer will be a yes to that. And I also feel that he's willing to work things out in reference to that child situation, okay? Now, remember, this is the reading. Now, I feel that the answer is yes. It could also be because he's hoping that it will be a yes, because I'm going to tell you, he really likes that other person, and he's been in a relationship with that person, either in distance or whenever, but either she has come and visit or he has gone and visit, but I see that they have continued the relationship one way or the other, okay? So it is not a one-time thing, plain and simple. I also see him here, he just likes to play the field. I feel that he's fixing to meet another lady here, okay, that he's happy with, okay? Between you and him, there's 2 other people. Here's the one with the mother and the child, but I see 2 other women. There's a woman that he's actually has a deep affection to, okay? Someone that he's really liking, and he's fixing to go see. Either he meets these people when he travels, I feel that it's through work or some kind of situation, either when he travels, you know, he meets these other women, you know, but that's what I'm sensing, you know. Then when he's away from home, I don't know if he travels quite a bit, but when he's away from home, he mingles his way out there and then when he returns to that state or whatever that he goes and travel to is when he reconnects with those people, okay? So I see that happening continuously, okay? Now, I feel that there's a person here between you, a person that is on your side, another male. There's a male here who, it could be the person that you asked about, the person that, so if he's between you and your spouse, I feel that you're going to take a leeway toward him. I feel that you're going to start talking to him, because I see him in the middle here, like trying to say, you know, I'm here to comfort you, okay? That's what I see here. Okay, now let me see here. I do see him that he's going to continue to go and come to go see someone in reference to the child or in reference to being in a relationship with someone else. He's actually thinking, and I'm telling you this is his spread. So I will tell you that I feel that he is going to be the one leaving the home. Okay, this is now after 6 months, I want to say. It could even be today, tomorrow. But this is the energy that I'm sensing, because you're the one getting the reading. You know what's coming, and you can change anything any way that it best fits you. But there's certain things that it cannot be changed, is what the destiny have. I feel that because it's his spread, I feel that he's the one that's going to change. He's going to leave the house because he's not happy. He feels like he's put too much. He feels like he's the one that has put a lot of work into this marriage. I don't know why he's the one sensing that. But I don't see it, because if he would be the one putting all this effort, then he wouldn't be the one, you know, doing the cheating. Now, because this is his spread, I want to say he's the one leaving. It could be you, but I feel that he's the one leaving. Okay, I feel that as of right now, I do not see any contact physically with you. You know, he will try. He will talk to you. It's like he's gonna talk to you about wanting to work the situation out, because he feels that he's obligated to, but it's not that he wants to. Okay, because he himself is confused about, you know, what he really wants. Why? Because he's been mingling too much and too many, that he doesn't even know where the emotions are, you know. Okay, but I feel that one of you is moving the home eventually, with after, you know, 5-6 months. Some of you is leaving the house. And I also feel that one of you will decide to legally separate. I'm telling you now, this is his spread, so it could be him. We've said in the beginning that the marriage was there but not happy from both ends. And then when we open up the spreads, his spreads, he was already thinking of that situation. So now I see it happening, okay? If you do not have any physical contact with your spouse, you know what I mean, then that will continue. I don't see that taking place anytime soon. I think that it will be continuous. Either, I'm going to tell you this, that if it's from his end, then I think that you need to you know, walk away. In other words, I'm just sensing that, because you should not be in a marriage that you're holding out and get the leftovers. Okay, this is how I feel. That I feel that you feel like that you get the leftovers from him, even though he tries to manipulate the situation. Okay, so from his spread, I see him leaving, and I see him wanting to legally separate from you. Okay, and from all angles, I feel that he's gonna blame you. You know, like, okay, I'm gonna separate from you because of the you know what I mean, the things that you were going through within the marriage. He's going to put that to blame. In other words, he's going to put all the blame towards you, okay? He might say, you know, I am also a part of that. I could have done the best I could, and it wasn't enough, and maybe it's just not meant to be. It's just bull lie, okay? Because if he really wanted to, he would have made sure that he would have come for you when you needed it, and instead of giving the affection and the attention to all these other women, even if it's 1, 2, or 3, it doesn't matter, he gave it to the other people when he should have been giving it to you. Okay, and vice versa. That's the way it is. Okay, so yes, he's not happy within the marriage. I feel that after 6 months, he will decide to legally separate. I don't see the divorce happening as of yet, but I also see it taking place. Okay, to your surprise, he's gonna come with the news. Okay, and I feel that you're also gonna find out that he has been seeing someone, either the mother of that child or someone else. Okay, so why? Because he's gonna continue doing what he's doing. He's not gonna change those things. I'm telling you now. He's just going to put certain things on hold while he can figure out what it is, what route he wants to take. Okay. When they get caught, they're gonna bring the moon and the star down to you and tell you everything that you want to hear, but it's not necessarily the truth. So sometimes when they get caught, they realize, you know, I'm losing what I have, which is the marriage and whatever situation. But at the end of the day, they already thought of all those things prior to going out there and mingle, you know. So if he was happy 100% with you, he would have rethink things. Okay. And I feel that at this time, I think that the best thing is what's coming. You know, one of you is moving and you're deciding to separate sometime in the beginning of next year. Okay. Now remember, things can be hard at first and hurtful at first, but you also have to realize that at the end of the day, it is the best thing for you. Why? Because the universe has something else stored for you. Okay. If you did all that you could, then you have no regrets. Okay, karma will just be where it needs to be, either for him or for you. I feel that you've been holding out. You did the best that you could all this time in that marriage, and you try your best, you know. But some things are just there. Now, let's see what the universe has in store. This third one will be just for you, and we can see everyone around it. Okay. I do see you trying to put the best effort within the marriage. I do see you trying to fix the situation and trying to hold on to that marriage, okay? But I'm telling you that in his spread, I feel that he does not. He's saying only that what you need to hear, not what he wants to do. So, you know, you're the one that sees the reading, and if you decide that you don't want a divorce, then you'll do the best that you can to fix it, I suppose, you know. But eventually, if he's been doing what he's been doing, I can assure you that he will continue doing those things. Yes, absolutely. There will be a change of home for either one of you, okay? That is there already. And I think that it will be him, but that he's going to go and see for quite some time the child's mother. That's what I'm sensing, okay? He will continue the cheating if you stay in the marriage. You're willing, I feel that you're going to try the best you can as of right now to continue keeping this marriage. Because you love him and because you don't want to give up on the marriage. Therapy will work only if you're both willing to, and if the truth comes out. If he tells you the whole truth and nothing but the truth of how many people he's been with and how long he's been with, then therapy will be the right thing to go. But if he continues to tell you it was a one-night situation, never done this and never done that, then I can assure you that therapy is not going to work, okay? You have to keep that in mind. I feel that you're going to give a chance to the person you asked me. I feel that you're going to give him a chance to be affectionate with him because he's going to be there to support you one way or the other gentleman that we asked, the Gemini. But I also see another person here in your life, a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. That person is not going to be too honest for you. I see there's two options for you. Sometime in the middle of next year, you're going to have two options of two other men besides your spouse. And I see one of them that falls on Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I see that person being in your life, okay? I see the Scorpion, Pisces, or Cancer lying to you in reference to how he feels for you. So that's how to let that go. Okay, I also see you attempting to work situations out with your spouse. Okay, but if he tries, he sees you more of a friend now. I think the marriage has stepped a long, long way down. And so he's basically seeing this marriage as convenient, and it's just, in other words, there. Just because it's there. So I do not see him truly in love with you, sweetie. I'm sorry. And I do not see him being very committed to the marriage. And I see him more, he wants